Centerton, Arkansas, located in the middle south of the United States in the northwest corner of the natural state of Arkansas. In recent years, Centerton has grown from a pass-through town to what you see today, from a bedroom community now taking on a life of its own. Welcome to Centerton, Arkansas. Hey, welcome back to the channel, my friends, where we discuss everything there is to know about living in Bentonville, Arkansas. And of course, today, we're here in Centerton, Arkansas to tell you a bit more about the town of Centerton, from parks to schools and everything in between that you might be interested to know about Centerton, Arkansas. But first, let's look back into the pages of history to see where this all started. Unlike many city tours here in Northwest Arkansas, we don't have to rewind too far like we do with Fayetteville or Bentonville for downtown development, but know that the earliest history I was able to find, as always, includes the Native American Indians. Primarily the Osage inhabited this area and used the area for its rich hunting grounds. As part of the Louisiana Purchase and ties to the Civil War, not as much as Pea Ridge to the northeast, Centerton really started to industrialize due to Benton County's apple production. The Arkansas-Oklahoma Railroad created a railway line that stopped in Centerton, was completed in 1898. If you remember from our Rogers tour, the Frisco Station line came into Rogers in 1881, so it was just a few years later that there was an extended line from Rogers to Centerton and then on to Oklahoma. Within 10 years, there were apple evaporators, multiple apple storage locations, general stores, lumber yards. Centerton even earned the moniker of Apple Capital of the World after winning prizes for its apple produce at the 1900 World's Fair, all the way over in Paris, France. Of course, it may go without saying, but growth was stifled due to the Great Depression and the disease in the apple industry that the local area had faced during the 1920s and 30s. The city became officially incorporated in 1914, and in fact, the town was going to be called Center Point, as it was the center point of Benton County, Arkansas. Learning that Center Point was actually a town name in a different county, they settled on Centerton. Before we jump into modern-day Centerton, you may be interested to know that the land behind me was purchased in 1938 because there was concerns of fish conservation in the local region. Today, what you see is Charlie Craig Fish Hatchery that produces all different types of fish, including catfish, bluegill, sunfish, walleye, even large and smallmouth bass. Although the town itself doesn't offer much in regards to nightlife or retail shopping, the town does have quite a few restaurants that you might see around in regards to Waffle House and a few other names that you might have seen around town, like Schlotsky's Deli. There's also Walgreens and a few of the creature comforts that we need to have to operate a normal city. But if you're looking for more retail shopping or wider variety when it comes to restaurants, Bentonville and Rogers are just a 15 to 20 minute drive down the road. Are you an HGTV watcher? If you've heard of Dave and Jenny Mars, the stars of Fixer to Fabulous, they have their own mercantile shop down here in the historic district of Centerton. We're here at McKissick Station Park. Earlier in the video, I was telling you about the railway that came from Rogers all the way over to Oklahoma. It's here at McKissick Station where that train used to stop. Now it's one of Centerton's 11 parks. Centerton has parks that include ball fields, dog parks, splash pads, and even some of the parks have ponds that have fishing that's permitted for you to come and enjoy. With the headquarters of the world's largest retailer just 3 to 4 miles down the road, this bedroom community really took off in about the last 30 years. Many would be shocked to know that Centerton's population has grown nearly 49 times since what it was in 1990 and about 8 times of what it was just 20 years ago. Respectively, the population in 1990 was 491 people, and today we're seeing just over 24,000 people that populate the city of Centerton. With rapid growth comes growing pains, of course, from road construction to house construction. Of course, there's high-tension power lines you're going to see everywhere. When something grows so fast, that's going to be the cheapest, most cost-effective way to get electricity across town. Also in the recent years, there was the development of XNA Airport that is just celebrating its 25th year anniversary with over 1 million passengers in the year of 2023. With a lot of these different types of bottlenecks, of course, there's a need for more schools. The need for schools, with more and more students coming into town, Centerton is part of the award-winning Bentonville School District. Behind me, in July of 2016, Bentonville High School, Bentonville West, home of the Wolverines, opened its doors. Even the governor and the city mayor were there to help commemorate the grand opening of Bentonville West High School. Since then, Bentonville West has established itself as state championships in multiple different sports, including softball, soccer, basketball. Bentonville West is ranked as the 1,191st best high school, according to usnews.com. Of course, there are multiple junior, middle, and elementary schools that serve Centerton as part of the Bentonville School District as well. Moving on to my favorite topic, which is real estate. You should know that in the last 30 years, if you're looking for a home that's older than 30 years, you're probably not going to find it in Centerton. In fact, most of the homes that you're going to find here were built within the last 12 to 15 years. The average price point of a home in Centerton this past quarter was $373,190 for a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1933 square foot home on 0.21 acres. Some of the more prominent builders are Anderson, Rausch Coleman, Schuber Mitchell. New homes can range anywhere from $235,000 to $715,000. We are seeing a couple homes in that 7-figure range, but very rare are we seeing homes that are above $1 million in Centerton. Property taxes are going to be less here in Centerton than neighboring Bentonville, but of course, make sure that you consult with your local real estate agent to make sure that the property taxes are what you are expecting on your next home. As a local realtor myself, a couple of my favorite neighborhoods are Versailles and Oak Tree. Both of them are located off of Highway 72 and offer custom homes on large executive lot sizes. I would bet to believe that the lot behind me is probably going to be a house someday, and I would bet to believe that the city of Centerton and its surrounding areas are going to be continually growing for the foreseeable future. Now you know a little bit more about what life is like in and around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.